Hello, I'm Mike and welcome to the part of my channel where I chat about things to do with physics, things to do with a physics degree, maybe questions that I've had or questions that people have asked me. And this time I want to talk about physics with theoretical physics and what it is. And what this is, it comes up when you choose a degree in physics. Universities will often offer a lot of slightly different options. So you can have your straight physics course. There are also sometimes you can take extra years to do things like year in industry or year abroad. There are also courses split between different departments like physics and mathematics. They're generally referred to with an and or physics and philosophy. Those courses sometimes come up and they're split between the two departments. There will also be physics with courses, so physics with astrophysics and physics with theoretical, the ones that I see most commonly. Now, what they do is they allow you to focus slightly more on those specialities than what a straight physics course would offer, which if you're interested in those areas, like say if you're interested in astrophysics, maybe go for physics with astro. If you're interested in theoretical physics, maybe go for physics with theoretical physics. And as I said, they allow you more time in your degree to focus on those specific areas at the expense of other things. Now, before I start, let's mention physics with theoretical is not an extra year on your course like the year in industry or year abroad. A 3-year BSc will become a 3-year BSc in physics with theoretical physics. It still takes the same amount of time. So that's useful to know. As for what it does, well, theoretical, as you can imagine, is based on theory. So the usual thing for this is you end up doing less laboratory work. You get out of some of laboratory, especially in the later years, and in turn take on more courses. Because you're taking on more courses, you're also forced to take some more mathematical based courses, and this is to get you the grounding in that theoretical physics area. You're taking a lot of the sort of the back end mathematics that you need to know to do some very theory heavy bits of physics, right? Your gravitations, your relativities, that sort of thing all rely on you knowing this incredibly complicated mathematical background, and you can drop the amount of lab you do in order to focus on that. Now, okay, so whether you should do this, of course, is again similar to what I said with the physics with astrophysics. It's based on what you're interested in. If you aren't sure what you want to do, straight physics course is probably the best option usually. But if you know that theoretical physics is an area where you really want to go into, or you know that you massively prefer theoretical work to laboratory work, here's a course which lets you focus on those strengths. You are able to do a lot less lab and take these more theoretical courses. And of course, that does change how your degree looks at the end. The other thing that is worth considering with this is how that impacts how you're assessed. You've got less ongoing assessment because you've got less labs. Labs are generally sort of, until the final year or so, they're something that you will be assessed at maybe in the middle of a semester sometimes, or after a few weeks in the early years. But in return for that, you will have more exams, and in university exams are crammed into a very short space of time. So it just depends how you like your course. Some people really prefer that, right? Bish bash bosh, all the exams in one place, get them sorted. For some people, having the ability to have your course spread out a bit more because you've got the lab makes things a lot easier for them. It's less pressure in that one point in time. So that's another thing to think about. But anyway, that's what physics with theoretical physics is. I mean, thankfully, this one, unlike some of the others I've done, it's dead simple. It's physics with more theoretical work. What do you think? But hopefully I've gave it a bit of depth and a bit of an explanation. Anyway, enough of my stupid rambling. Goodbye.